Yo, what's good? It's your boy Afion Crockett, and you tune into my brother JohnOllie on I Am Hip Hop. Peace.
Yo, what's up? This your boy JohnOllie, and today on I Am Hip Hop, I'm gonna be talking about my favorite hip hop producers that actually rap, that MC, good ones. So don't be leaving no comments talking about, you forgot about Timbaland or Pharrell or none of them cats, because they don't make this list. Alright, though they are hip hop producers, I don't consider them cats MCs. My first hip hop producer that raps is actually Dr. Dre. He started with NWA, and he's produced cats like Eminem, 50 Cent, he did Mary J. Blige, he did Snoop, and his list goes on and on. The reason I put him at number 9 is because though he's dope as a producer, and he rap a little bit, he ain't one of the best rappers out there, and he'll tell you that himself, but he definitely made the list because of his skills as a producer. Next on my list, cat from Queens, Havoc, one half of Mobb Deep. Havoc is one of those cats that's kind of slept on too. He's done a lot of beats for a lot of people. Of course, he's done stuff for Mobb Deep. He's done stuff for Nas. And as far as lyrics, he's definitely an MC to be reckoned with. He doesn't get his props the way he should as an MC because, sometimes in a group, there's always one that's going to shine more than another. But Havoc definitely got skills lyrically, and he's definitely one of the dopest hip-hop producers out there. Next would be my man Lord Finesse. Now, a lot of cats out there don't even know Lord Finesse because he came up in the 80s and whatever, and he was one of the most feared MCs back then. He had the crazy punchlines. He ran with the whole DITC crew. That's pretty much my man Big L, Showbiz and AG, Diamond D, Fat Joe, that whole clique where he produced stuff for pretty much the whole DITC, Brand Nubians, for Grand Poobah, Sadat X. Lord Finesse definitely made that list. Next up, my man Diamond D. Diamond D was a beast on the beats, alright? And he's actually what hip hop is missing right now, alright? We need a cat like a Diamond D or, a Large Pro again, because it's just sad what hip hop is today. Actually, him and I were on the same record label back in the days. He came out with an album called Stunt, Blunts, and Hip Hop. And it was actually Diamond D and the Psychotic Neurotics. Definitely rocked with the whole DITC, Lord Finesse, and the whole crew. So once again, do your research. You don't know about Diamond D, check him. Next up, my man Large Professor. Originally from Main Source. Then he went out on his own after he left those two cats. The hottest joint that I remember Large Professor on was Live at the Barbecue on the Main Source album. He produced Tribe Called Quest. He produced pretty much Main Source. He produced Mad Skills. He produced a lot of cats. Kind of slept on under the radar dude, but definitely worthy of hip hop producer who actually is an MC. Next on my list, he probably gonna be mad that he ain't number 1. Kanye West, I have to put on this list. Since he's come out, he's been hitting consistently doing this thing. He got the lyrics. If you don't know, believe he will tell you that he's the hot shh. He's done stuff for Jay-Z. He did stuff for the whole Rockefeller camp. My favorite joint that I think Kanye did, which is a sleeper, is Brand New. That beat to me is bananas. Ye is definitely one of the most hottest producers out. For some cats, this is a throwback, but for me, dude ain't never been old. Gotta shout out my man Eric Sermon, E-Double, alright, from EPMD. Do your research. E-Dub has worked with Redman, he's worked with Keith Murray, he worked with the whole Hit Squad. I'm shouting out my man E-Dub because he definitely has been in the game for a minute, and he deserves his respect as a producer, as an MC, as just a pioneer of hip hop. You don't know about EPMD, you ain't hip hop. I couldn't have made this list without putting J Dilla on this list. I came up on J Dilla a little late. Though I had heard of Slum Village and I had heard his work, I never knew who he was. But when I got into him, I have to say, dude had the heat. He brought the heat as a producer, man, and he had the skills on the lyrics. Y'all know he did Slum Village, he did Common, he did Busta Rhymes. The list goes on and on for J Dilla. Unfortunately, he's not here anymore. He's passed away. From my understanding, he got a whole lot of stuff that hasn't even been heard yet. So y'all gotta keep doing your research. If you don't know these cats, I mentioned it to you. Please do your hip hop homework. Alright? Jay Dilla, rest in peace to my man Dilla. My last pick is my man. Pete Rock is by far one of the hottest, dopest, freshest, whatever you want to call it, whatever you in, he's that dude. Pete Rock, I have to say, is my favorite hip hop producer who spits. Of course, y'all should know him from Pete Rock and CO Smooth and all the stuff he did with them. I swear, cats like him are missing, and you need to come back to hip hop. Check Pete's remixes of Shut 'Em Down by P.E., Jump Around by House of Pain, Let It All Hang Out by Adore. And of course, to me, the dopest hip hop song of all time for me ever that he did was They Reminisce Over You. Alright, Pete Rock definitely earns respect as a hip hop producer who spits and does his thing like that. And that has been my top producers who are actually MCs. This has been your boy JohnOllie, and this is I Am Hip Hop. And remember, hip hop is not something you do, it's something you live.
I reminisce for a spell, or shall I say think back 22 years ago to keep it on track. The birth of a child on the 8th of October, a toast, but my granddaddy came sober. Count all the fingers and the toes, now I suppose you hope the little black boy grows. 18 years younger than my mama, but I really got beatings cause the girl loved drama. In single parenthood, there I stood. By the time she was 21, had another one. This one's a girl, let's name her Pam. Same father as the first, but you don't give a damn. Irresponsible.